Hello and welcome back to the SCA offices. I'm Scott Sakich. I'm here with our beef production specialist, Marianne Posberg. And today we're going to talk about record keeping, which may sound like a boring subject, but it's extremely important. So the question is, why is it so important to your operation?
Well, it's a good way to have a good understanding of what actually happens on your farm from year to year and perhaps even from month to month. So if you keep track of what you do every year, you can compare it to what you're doing the previous year and the previous 5 years, and then you can also compare it to other productions as well.
So where do you start with deciding what you need to keep? Like, where's a good starting point for it?
Well, it depends on what type of production system you have. So if you're on a cow-calf farm, it's good to keep track of your pregnancy rate, how many losses you have from your pregnancies, your calf death rate, your weaning weights, their average weaning weights as well, your female replacement rate, how often do you have to cull cows, and of course the time or the date of the births of when you're calving. If you're calving, a large span of the year, then or throughout more than 2 or 3 months, then that becomes a problem. But in the feedlots, you want to watch out for your death rates as well, your average daily gain, and then of course the number of illnesses you have too. And of course you should keep track of what type of vaccinations you give them and what type of antibiotics you give them and at what date you give them so that they have a proper withdrawal period too.
So what's the best way to go about this?
So you can keep a very rough track of your information, either on a piece of paper or simply writing out the weights. I know I went home this week and it was just a matter of writing on a piece of paper the weights of every calf that went through the chute. But then you can go up to some really great record-keeping data and programs as well. So you've got your True Test programs, which enable you to automatically keep track of that information as they go through the chutes. But you can also simply use an Excel format document as well to keep track of that information too. What matters is that you keep track of it, and then you can compare it to, like I said, what you do in previous years. But you can also go to the Western Beef Development Center's website and compare it to information on their database, to compare it to what other production systems do throughout Saskatchewan and even throughout Western Canada. And I would also advise that producers don't compare themselves to the average, the 50% average of producers, but instead compare themselves to the 25% best producers, because you really want to be working up towards that. And the good thing is that a lot of people who benchmark, there's been research done on this, those people that benchmark have been found to have greater production efficiencies.
It just makes sense, really, that the more you know about your operation, the more you can improve it.
Exactly. And the same information can carry forward to proving what you do on your production system so that it can be told to your customers.
And record keeping is essential to VBP+.
Exactly.
It's a huge part of it.
You should be keeping track of your antibiotics, not only for your own operations viability, but also because you need to prove to CFIA and to your customers that you have not entered any cattle into your production system with antibiotics, I should say.
Great. Well, if you have any questions at all about how to start record keeping or improve your own record keeping, please give our office a call. At the SCA, we're at 306-585-BEEF. That's 585-2333. Or send us an email at info@sasbeef.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.